scratches. Jelly could get ball in hand. Fairly open table. Not a ton of trouble here. If he's able to get going, he's going to run this out pretty quick. Gets a little funky on the 3 ball. Not going to have great shape on the 4 almost no matter what. It'll be okay though. Not a bad effort. Could stop this, could stun this out. Chooses to slow roll it and has it bump off the rail. Hello? Trying to see what we got for audio. Bumpass pockets the 4. Can go forward, can come back to get on the 6. Chooses to go forward with it. Gonna have a little bit of a reach shot. Brings it around the table. Gonna end up with a nice position off that. Should be bringing it back just a little bit. Brings it back a little further than you wanted. Now he's going to have to come out and across the 9. Does pretty well off that. I'd say it's satisfactory. Now just has to pocket it. Drills a 9. Bumpass goes out 1-0. These guys are running alternate break. Again, they are playing down here in Virginia Beach at Q Masters. Another event going on in here, but Jillian and Mike wanted to have a little challenge match. So Bumpass coming in as a 558 Fargo. Anybody who's seen Mike play recently, I would say that's probably a little under where his play has actually been. He's definitely been playing very well. Jalen's one that's kind of tough to tell just how accurate his Fargo is given constant play, constant practice, always improving. So coming in as a 586, kind of interesting to say if that's really reflective of his skill. Mike on the rail here with the decision. How far forward does he force that ball? So this is going to set him up. He's going to have to cut this up here into the top, well, bottom left corner of the camera. Or could play safe. Goes to the safe. It's Good shot. Jalen point out the jumper. Gonna try to go airborne. A little bit of a tight gap there. Can get up over it. It's going to be a little tough to control. Not a bad effort. Is going to give Mike a chance to get out here. Mike with a couple options. Could choose to just kind of draw it back a little bit. Play a 3 down to the bottom corner. Chooses to draw it way back into a scratch. Looked like he was probably going to try to set up, go 3-9 there. Try to get early 2-0. Now Jalen with the opportunity. He could choose to go 3-9. He could play this out. Nothing too terribly difficult. Maybe the 5 to the 6 is the most difficult here. 6 is in a tight space, given it's right there on the 9. Jalen makes quick work of that. Gets himself into solid shape on the 9, just off the rail. I suspect we're tying this one up right here. So we go 1-1. Again, both guys here know each other. I believe they've played each other at least a couple times at various tournaments. Both are shown they are not afraid of the competition. So this will be back to Mike's break. I know recently we've had Mike playing up in Richmond. I believe he raced a kid maybe from up in Fredericksburg area. I believe it was Anthony Atkinson in a challenge match. So Mike very familiar with the 9-footer. Jalen prefers the 9-footer. So Mike's second chance at a break. First break, he did scratch on. We'll see what he does on this one. Better break this time. Disregarding the scratch. Didn't pocket a ball. Did leave a chance. Fairly open. Good, easy look. Well, assume the 1 can go if it's not dead on the rail. If he can get the 1, should be natural to get to the 2. 3 ball's kind of natural from there. A lot of this run out would be. Key is that 1 ball off the rail. We're going to find out momentarily. He's looking to kick. Okay, so it is dead on the rail. He's going to have to kick at it. Misses it. Mike to come back to the table. So, Jalen, historically a very aggressive player. Can play safeties, but a very aggressive player. In that case, the kick is risky, but he's basically challenging Mike to, I'm either going to run this out or you're going to have to run it out. If Mike misses, he knows he'll be able to get out, but he to give Mike a good open rack here. Probably would have taken the safety on the one if I didn't like the pocket, the dead straight into it pocket. The kick's just a bit risky. Oh, Mike misses his second ball, but he leaves it hooked. John appears to be kicking to try to make the three. Pockets it. Maybe trying to sneak this into the side. This would be a good shot if he makes it. It's a good pocket. A little bit of a bridge to get over the 4. Might have to take combo 5-8 if you can't get the ball out. Bobbles it. Long table there, though. That's a lot of table for Mike to reach across. Extension or bridge might be necessary. There he goes for the bridge. Slightly difficult pocket. Goes to the safe using the 8. Don't know that he got enough of it. The 5 might have gotten it. I suspect if Jalen can at least see a piece of it, he's going to take his ball up table. If he can see enough, he'll go side pocket. All right. A bit of a return safe on Mike. He can swerve, mass 8, or jump. He's going to the jumper. Not going to have to. This body position, just got to worry about spinning the ball. Good contact. Gonna leave it right in front of the pocket. Should be easy pocket for Jalen. Likely want to leave on the upper side of the table. Just take the 5 into the side. Kind of like that. Now he's going to want to make sure he gets. He can either draw out, shoot the 6 past the 9, going to the bottom right. That's what he's looking at. Keep these other balls out of play. Not going to be able to stop this one. Likely going to have to place into the rail and back out. It'd be tough to stop this ball, especially that dead on the rail right there at the knuckle. Okay, goes for a slow play. It's a good shot. I didn't think he'd be able to stop that. There you go. Just needs to draw it a little bit. He's fine. He was worried about that rolling into that side. As long as he catches the rail, he should be able to stay out. Now he's just hoping this isn't dead straight. If it's not dead straight, he can come forward. It must be pretty straight. He's drawn out of it. Okay, would have liked a little bit more, but he'll take that. Cue freely on this. No real worry about a scratch, just need to pocket it. Overcut it. He's going to leave it right in front of the pocket. It should give Bumpy a 2-1 lead. It's not dead straight. Should just be able to bring Bumpass 2-1. break, pots the ball. Again, playing very aggressive right now. Just needs to play a bit of outside on this. Just pocket it. Go back and forth. Like that. Okay, he's going to have to cheat the 2 ball just a hair. Looks like he has angle for it. Just needs to cheat it and try to walk it down there. He's going to try to get where his little window between the 4 and the 9. Does it perfect. Now 8 and the 9 play a little bit bigger here. Might try to come back under him. Could try to just let it come up table. Take a little sharper cut on the 4. That's what he was pointing at right there. He'll try to bring it up. Nice thing about the 9 footer, you got plenty of distance from where that 4 ball is to be able to cut it. Just get it up to the diamond. If he's up to the first diamond on the long rail, he's okay. He came up short. Knowing Mike, he might try the 2-way. He might try to bank and safe. He's going to let it come back out though, a little too firm. Missed the ball, overdrew it. Would have been hidden right there. So it's a bit straight. Pocketing this and just leaving the cue ball down there where the 4 is at is not terrible. You can still make the 5 from there. He's going to try to work it out though. It's a good shot by Mike. Can let this come across the 7 if he wants. Come to the underside and just take the 7 to the side pocket. That's what he does, but misses the 5. John brings the ball up a little high. He can cut this in, but he's going to lose a little bit of control on the table. Just a little bit. He didn't per se want to come across that 8 ball. Would have preferred to leave it on the opposite side where it's more natural to take the 8 to the corner. And he's looking at going more aggressive with the shot now. Maybe a carom. Plays a carom, misses the carom. Creates a long table. Makeable. Mike's going to have to play a big stroke. Bit of top on this, run it down and let it come back. One saving grace. He left Jalen a bit straight on the 8. Tiny bit angle. Just not going to be able to get as much out of it. Gets what he can. Leaves himself a good chance on this 9. Fairly straight. Just needs a good smooth stroke. It's going to make it 2-2. Neither guy's playing overly clean right now. Playing okay. Just not playing overly clean. Okay. Fifth rack, Mike's breaking. He'll be breaking all your odd racks. John will be breaking your even racks. Mike pockets a ball. Gonna have a look at the one. Got the two to falls. Gonna have a little. Gonna struggle just a little bit to try to keep this cue ball down good for the two, given how thin the cut on the one is. So might have to try to play two rails. Might have to accept the fact. Okay, he was looking at a safe. I would have maybe on the 9-footer there, playing the safe, come across the left-hand side of the one ball. Then now he's giving Jalen an opportunity to get out here. Come across the one ball thin, allow the one ball to come up towards the 4 and the 6, and just try to run a cue. 2 to 3 rails coming back up towards the 5 and the 7. Much easier to say from in the booth, though. Tries a combo, just bobbles out. Mike's got a very similar combo. Both guys have actually had a little bit of a struggle early, just maintaining good position. Like there, a little bit of an overhit on Mike's part. Gets him on the wrong side of the 4. Jalen with a bit of an underhit, left himself in a bad position for the 3, or for the 4. Mike goes for the safe. He's going to get it. 4 balls covered up partially. Oh. Disregard. Jalen saw more than I did. All right, Jalen's starting to settle in now. Good spot here for this ball. He can stun out in the cross or draw it just a little. Be careful of the side pocket, though. Going for the extension. Make sure you can keep comfortably. All right, Jalen's got the extension on. Again, this is pretty natural to go 7 to 8. Just needs to allow the ball to drift back over. That's where you got to be careful the bottom. So a bit of an overhit. And they really don't need that bottom one. Play the stun, allow the cue ball naturally to come back across the table. You don't necessarily want quite as big an angle as he has right there. It's not terrible, but I would prefer just a hair easier than that. Keep from putting the side pockets in play. Makes the ball. Good shape out of it. Better speed on that shot. I should have put Jalen up 3-2. And it will be Jalen's break. Jalen goes up 3-2. Jalen to break. Both guys, I feel like now they've given away at least one rack they probably should have had. Jalen breaks, spots the 8 ball. Gonna leave Mike with a kick. Mike's looking one rail. Jalen with a couple options here can just roll it forward. Looks like he might try to draw this back. He might have a low angle here. Draw back above the 6. Yep. Falcon stun it or draw it just a little bit. Come across the 9. Take the 7 down to the bottom corner. Same kind of stroke right here. Just come kind of right back to where he's cueing from right now. Right towards where his chin is. Oh, 2. Okay. Jalen with the opportunity to go up 4-2. Makes good on his break. Mike gets one crack at the kick. Really about all he saw on the table that time. Now put Jalen up. 4-2. Mike's break. Mike down here to get on the 4. Could bring it forward a little bit. Take 5 to the side. See what he likes. A little bit of decision. Looks like it's a slight overrun. Gonna make it a little awkward to try to cross to take the 7. Probably gonna draw off the 5. So shoot the 5 to one side pocket. Draw the cue ball back just a little bit. Take a 7 to the bottom left. Okay, he's gonna try to get across it. Not bad. Good shot there by Mike. Could be a little tough to come out and back across, so he could draw down. I think it's the most likely. Just kind of draw straight back, bring up table a little bit. Okay, now you forced it across. That's fine. Good stroke. That's one of those that'll help the confidence right there. Get a little bit more comfortable with cueing. Getting to let stroke out a little bit. Bumpy looking to go back. All right. 4-3. Jalen's break. Jalen breaks there. Pockets 2 ball in the corner. 1 ball's open. Gonna have to do a little work to get out of this one, but it's possible. 4 ball's probably his hardest ball. 1 ball does go. He could stop it off of 1 ball and still have a decent shot. Would ideally like to have the cue ball right in that window between them. Yep, right where he got it. Now probably gonna try to come around. Yep. See what he likes on this. Should be the side pocket. Gets it. Good shape. Good speed. Good shot. Now the real question should be a down table, though he's looking. Okay, so he's looking at the side pocket. I thought he might take this down table. He's going to try to slow play this. Use the window between the 7 and the 8. Just depends on if he's going to try to down and back. He's going to contact the 7, but it's not going to hurt him. If anything, help him. He didn't want that ball to roll any further than that. Should be able to cut the 6, but he's going to be right. This could be a little close. It definitely was tight. Sets up perfect for the 7, though. He can do either. He can go forward or draw back. He'll draw. Kind of plays in between stroke. Oh, no, he let it come forward. Table got me right there. Brings it 2 rails. That should put him back out to that 2-game spot. He did leave himself on the rails, so it's not dead, but not bad. Oh, that's the tricky part about the rail shot. Gives Mike an opportunity to pull back even. Mike pockets it. He's going to pull up even. And his break. A little bit of a gift right there. That's the one thing you don't want to see is you prefer any distance at all off that rail. Inch. Enough to get your hand down's even better, but give you anything to be able to see the center of the ball. Mike drops the ball. Clean look at the one ball. He's going to have to play a bit of a stroke to get on the two. Probably going to use some right hand. Try to go two rails. Back at the one. Throw the cue ball out there towards a long rail and then let it come back across the two. Ideally missing the five. Comes right back across. Misses the five. Good shot, sir. Good shot. Got plenty of cue. Could try to draw. Could run it forward. Ran it forward. Okay. Great shot. I wanted to make sure it was you that got the game. Okay. Now just really needs to cut this in. Could play with a little outside if he wants to climb up above. Plays with inside. Very good stroke. Mike is getting comfortable now. Should see it draw down just a little bit here. Mike stepped off so he could do an order real quick. He'll be right back. Mike drew just a little further than he wanted. He's fine here. Simply pocket it. Really no worries. Seven's in a good spot. If he makes this, he should have nice position regardless, unless he finds a way to put the 8 into play. Now has options, likely going to draw it. He could go forward if he wants to feel a little fancier. Maybe that's just his style preference. Yeah, he's going to draw it out. Just wants to make sure it's above the 9. Ideally on the same side of the table he's currently shooting from. So you're taking the 8 into the top left and the 9 into the bottom right. Okay, you went forward. All right there, Bumpy. See, only thing you have to worry about with that shot is putting the other ball into play. You play bottom, your window to put that ball into play is much smaller. You play top, you're going to end up running towards that ball. Looks like he's still okay. You still got it. Gets the bobble, gets it to fall in the wrong pocket, but we're not playing dim ball, so Mike's going to take it and he's open. Just pocket the 9 here. Mike. He's going to end up with, assuming it keeps going, that's not an awful leave. He knew he kind of gave one away there. Didn't need to overwork it, but just take a little bit of a firing. Jones going to leave it dead inside the pocket. It was not an easy shot, and unfortunately just left it up. All right, Mike should be able to take his first lead of the match right here. All right, Mike's going to go up 5-4. John unfortunately misses that 9. All right, Jalen to break. Pockets 2 ball in the bottom corner. Sits up for a good shot on the 1. 4-5 aren't necessarily ideal. You don't want to run into those. Don't want to overplay this ball because you want to be able to take it down here into this bottom left corner. Like that. That'll work. Should see him draw out of the 3. Could hit the 5. He's not going to want to, but could hit the 5. Oof. Bobble. Mike is going to have a shot at this. Doesn't look like he's got to swerve it. Might have to a hair, but I would say still a makeable ball. His goal would either, depending on how much this ball you can see, would either be miss the 6 to the left or come right in between the 5 and the 6. Came right in between. Gonna have to look at it. Okay, no, he can go to the top corner now. Good pace on it. Good pace. Looks relatively straight. So what he's trying to see is if he can stun over off the 4 ball to get to the 5 going to the same pocket. If he doesn't like that shot, he can always play top. And just go 4 ball down, bottom right. Yep. Play mid left on the 5. And a 6 is natural. Yo, you cleaned the dude up, didn't you? John tries to slow play the 7. Unfortunately, does not get that to fall. Mike gets himself in solid position. He just wants to be anywhere but on the rail once he makes the 8. 9 ball cuts. He's got a little angle. He'll come down table like that. Beautiful shot by Mike. These two are starting to get into stroke. Haven't fully. The big thing for them is going to be, especially if they get a 3 or 4 ball out chance, don't miss it. All right. Mike goes up 2. It'll be 4-6. His break. Mike to break. Looking dry. Try break for Mike. You give Jalen a chance. 9 really didn't move. 4-6 a little tied up. Not real tied up, a little tied up. Pots the 1. 2 to the 3. You could play with a little angle and just play it natural. Or he could play inside just to get a little straighter. Plays inside. Might even try the breakout. I don't know if I consider a breakout. Looks like he can get the 4 clean, though. That's what he's checking. Yeah, 4 goes clean. He'll just kind of slow play this. Leave the cut on the 4. Really just needs to make sure when he shoots a 4, he's either got to draw to clear for the 5, or he's going to have to make sure he can come forward off the 4. One of the two. Okay, so he's going to use a little angle to make sure he can bring it back out to the table. Oh, plays the safe. All right, Jalen. All right. As aggressive as he's been so far, I just didn't see him playing that. Gonna give Jalen an open chance at this. Should be playing a little bit left, maybe a lot of left. Back at the 4, 2 rails. Okay, stunned it. Good shot. Good shot, sir. I had to work just a little bit to get this position. Good stroke there, good stroke. He'll come right across this. Should be taking 7 to the side pocket. He'll draw back. Angle doesn't look too bad. He could even almost stop shot this. Yeah, he'll just draw back across the table, try to end up over there on the left hand. Left hand long rail. Come short side. Did not want to go short side. That was one he was expecting that ball to take off on him and get over to the left hand. It just came up short. Bringing the extension back out. He's going to play the severe back cut on the 9. Going to be hitting it thin. Going to be sending the ball. Cue ball's going to move. If you miss this, you got to overcut it because you want that 9 to set up on the bottom rail. He did overcut it. There are worse positions that ball could have ended up. Makeable, 100% makeable. But if Mike misses this, if he gets close and misses it, it's just going to be a bobble and dead in the pocket. That's the downside to that shot. Again, if Jalen was going to miss, there was worse ways. He kind of left himself a little bad there. Mike gave him out back out. So Jalen closes it back up to a 1-game gap. 5-6. Jalen's breaking. Jalen breaks. Pockets a couple. Give a nice cut right here. Thin cut on 2. 4 balls over here on the right hand side. Plays it safe. All right. Showing some touch. Jalen's been playing a bit of one pocket. Last night was playing a bit of one pocket. Some of the shots and everything you can kind of tell are coming from that game. A little control of the cue ball and whatnot. Mike's looking towards a 1-rail kick here. Jalen trying to figure out best place to play the 4-ball from. Gonna stun draw it up. Just, came forward. What he was looking at, I thought he wanted to take the 4 to the side. Good option to change it to, though. Good draw back here to get to the 6. That'll work. Yeah, he's going to want to take this across. He doesn't want to have to take a 7 in the top left corner, so. Going to try to keep this ball on the right-hand side of the table. Pretty shot, pretty work right there. Doesn't have to do a whole lot here. Stop shot's fine. I'm going to just draw it straight down the table. Now to even it back up, 6-6. Again, these guys are racing out to 25 today. Gonna be quite a bit of pool out here at Q Masters. Going back to Bumpass's break. Both guys just over 1/5 of the way to what they need. If you are a pool player, highly recommend you get out there. Watch some pool, especially if you get the opportunity to see some better players. See how it is they play, types of shots, positioning. Doesn't always take watching pros to see or get better. These two right here, both extremely competent players. Mike Pock gets a couple balls on the break. A little bit of a thin cut on the two, makeable. Does make it. It's very natural to come right back across to a three. Good position to get to the three. Kind of just draw back out. Not going to be the easiest from this angle to shoot to the same pocket, but can get there if he needs to. Mike doesn't mind using the rails. Could come forward if you wanted. I believe he came up a hair short of where he wanted to be. Really wanted to be able to take the four up into the top right corner, so it's natural to take the five across. As long as he can make it, he won't care. But it's going to play a little tight. Made a good shot on the four. Definitely came up short of where he wanted. He couldn't clear the eight, so I had to shoot that to the side. Here he's going to leave himself with a little longer shot on the eight. Again, just needs to pocket the ball. He could try to work the cue ball around. Don't know that he hasn't been intentionally trying to work the cue ball too much. Been accepting some of the longer shots as long as it's a solid one. Yeah. Appreciate you. Does it again there. Gets himself back out to the table. Longer shot, yes. Makeable shot, absolutely. Makes it, giving himself with a good shot on the nine. Good cueing right there by Mike. To go back out to a one-game race, or one-game lead. Mike takes lead. Jill will be breaking. Bumpass with the safety there. Ducks puts the 5 back in behind the 7. Jalen can't see it. He's going to resafe. Backside of the 8. Can't tell if Bumpass can see this. I believe he can. He might have enough to back cut it. He does. Go. Chooses to resafe. Definitely had enough to make it if he wanted to, but keep ball would have been turned loose. Going to leave Mike with a shot. Mike's going to have to be careful here, though. A stop shot's fine. If the ball starts to draw on you, you're putting side pocket in play. Just kind of wants to leave it right there, like that. That's fine. Assuming he's got a little bit of a cut, just a hair of a back cut, he'll play top. Good long round back across the 8. Looks like he does, like that. If he's not dead straight here, I suspect we'll see some top, maybe some top inside. He'll go short rail, long rail. Oh, went back. I thought we'd see top and 2 rails, short rail, long rail, and then back across the face of the 9. Not gonna be bad though. Just needs to pocket it. He is. Mike settling down. Actually pulls him out to a 3-game lead. So at the end of rack 15, it's going to be Bumpass 9, Jalen 6, Jalen up to break.
What the hell is the score?
9-6.
Who's favorite?
Bumpass is up right now. Okay. Jalen has a relatively small window to get on the 3, depending on which way he wants to go. He's going to get on it, though. Not dead on the road. There you go. Little angle. Come up right in front of the 5. There you go. Take an extra second to figure out where you want that ball. You might try to pull it back behind the 4. That'll work out. Actually, will work out better. Looking more and more right here like a quick breaking run for Jalen. Good shot right there. Jalen should just be coming around the 9. He'll take both these balls to the same pocket. And Jalen's going to pull back. Makes it a 2-game again. Again, 9-7 after 16. Mike broke, pocketed. Windows there to get on the 2. Depends on where he wants to get. It's a very, very good shot. So that is the 5 here next to the 2. 2 to 3, not too bad. 2 to 3 in good shape for the 5 is a little tougher. Bobbled it and scratched. He was trying to play good position to be able to get on the 5 well. For Jalen, he won't really have to think too much. Go bottom right, top left. Left himself a bit short. Ball still goes either way, especially on the 9-foot table. But he's got a decision to make. He should have taken an extra second. I probably would have used a rail on that one. And Jalen right into a re-scratch. Again, neither one is entirely settled in yet. Mike's going to have to play a big stroke here. He's good. It's going to be a good position. Once that little use of the rail right there really can... He's got options. He can stun this. He can drop back a little bit. Overhit it. He overhit that ball. He knew it as soon as he struck it, too. He's been playing a lot of safes. I suspect that's what we're going to see right here is a safe of some sort. He might try to go after it. He did. Made the ball. Not going to have the best shot on the 8. Again, just wanted to be off the rail, which he is. If he brings it to the left, he should be using a little bit of left hand on it, trying to work it around the table. If he brings it to the right, more of a stun. Chose to bring it to the left. And he's got a shot. Slops another 8-ball in. Last time he got into this one, he actually missed the 9-ball. He was a little upset at himself, knows he should be shooting a little better. This time he took a little bit more time on this shot. Let's see what happens. Hit it clean. Mike's the first one to reach 10. Hasn't really put much of a spot out. Again, got 3 games on him right now, but it's just not struggling a little bit to pull away. Jalen off the break, got the 1 to fall, got the 6 to fall. Unfortunately, misses the 2 in pocket. Right now, he's in a little bit of a lull. Hitting the ball solidly. He's just, I would say more right now. Anything he's missing is more one of the laps in concentration more than anything else. Not shooting bad, just small misses. And unfortunately, small misses against a opponent like that hurt. All right, Bumpass back to the table. It's cut on 2. Cue ball is going to come up table. He might. Okay, was playing a bit of a defensive shot. Leaves Jalen with a crack at it. I'd be very careful shooting this one only because 3 ball doesn't look like it goes clean. Let's take a peek. I don't believe the 3 ball goes cleanly. If it doesn't, if he makes the 2, he's going to contact the 7. Contacts the 7, he's likely killing that ball the whole way down table. It's just going to struggle to be able to maintain control of the cue on the shot on the 3. So he does, he pockets it. He might see something I don't. Okay, he went pretty quick. He believes it goes. If it does, he should be able to get good shape to the 4. It did. Bobbled a little bit, but it went in. All right, they want to get the rack up. Give him just 1 second. All right, chilling really here. Just let this ball naturally. Ooh, 7 ball hurt. Okay, he's going to try to kick to make this. It is makeable. Getting a leave to 7 is a different story. Mm-mm. All right, Mike has enough room there. It is just below the side pocket enough. He can play this and bring it back across. I'm going to have to let the stroke out. All right, here comes the safety from Jalen. Ooh. left out. I don't know if Mike can make that. It would be a side pocket if he can. He might be able to get that to go. But again, he's got to turn the stroke loose. Or else he's going to be on the wrong side of the table. If he goes after this, look for a big shot. He's got to at least swerve to it. That's not going to be terrible. Not going to be terrible. 7 ball's going to be in play. Hurts the safety. Jalen can thin. He can thin the 5, let the cue ball come up table, use a 7 as a killer. Just hit it too hard. Gonna leave Mike. Mike should be able to cue comfortably to this. Be right on the edge. Jalen should be taking on the bank here. Mike in a little bit of a long shot there. Kind of, not quite cueing over the ball, kind of cueing around the 8 ball. And Jalen's going to leave him cueing over a ball again. Jalen being a bit of a bully. Not being nice to Mike, especially considering Mike's not the tallest statured player. Mike said he'll still take it on. I'd say at the moment, just watching their demeanors and everything around the table, Jalen is, he's definitely playing it like he's trying to get through some racks. Mike is playing a little bit more controlled. Ooh, I don't want to say slower paced. He's not by any stretch dragging out his shot times. He's just doesn't look like he's rushing to shoot. Everything's a little bit more controlled. Should see a back cut right here. Mike with the opportunity to get to 11. Doesn't look like there's risk of a scratch. Should be able to just go forward with this. Just needs to focus on making the ball. Just doesn't want to see the cue ball skid. So Mike will go out. Open up a bit of a 4-game rack, and it's his break. It'll be 7-11. All right. Bumpass up to break. Something falls in the bottom corner, and then the cue ball falls as well. Took a little bit of a carom right there into the side pocket. Jalen with an opportunity, very, very open table to get out from here. Good use of the rails there. Should just see stop. Cue ball might slide over on him, which it did. Again, this is one of those Jalen's just moving a hair faster than Mike. And some of the stuff, while not catching him by surprise, it's just hurt him a little. Good adjustment there. Now here just needs to pocket. As long as he pockets, he's going to have a look at 7. Be careful you don't really overroll this ball. Just allow it to roll in. It's going to be an okay shot. He's going to have to cut again. He's playing everything a hair firmer. Table he was playing on last night was very, very slick, very, very glass-like. I'd say a bit faster than what he's playing on today. It looks like he's trying to overcompensate just a hair. So Jalen's going to pull it back to 3 games off I'd say a mistake, but just a little issue on the break there from Mike. It'll be Jalen's break, 8-11. Gets 1 ball to go. Two balls down there hidden behind a bit of a mess. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 ball was sitting out there.
I just got to run out to my car.
Mike kicks the 1 in. Did not intend to do that. Now he's going to have to definitely kick at the 2. Tucked in behind the 5. Don't know that he's got a shot. Yeah, he's not looking at the 1 rail, so. Well, he is, but look at come in shallow. Unlikely taking this side pocket. Now he'll play same pocket with the 3 ball. We'll go back to using that side pocket again. Might try to draw it just right back where he's at. Now he can play to the rail and back out into the table if he wants. He just needs to pocket this, pull it right back into the table. All right, he's going to pull it back to a 2 game. Good run out from there by Jalen. 9-11. So after 20 racks, John is down by 2 to Mike Bumpass. Mike back to the table to break.
It's been about the same the whole way through.
Mike gets the ball back in behind, going to force Jalen a kick. Jalen misses and scratches. Three ball's a bit of an issue here. Thank you. Yeah, Mike's not a big fan of where this is at. Doesn't pass the 7. Or if it does, it's too close for comfort. He's likely going to safety this. Yeah, try to use a stack. That's a good shot. Jones, I don't think going to be able to loop this in between the 9 and the 3. He's going to have to try to kick. Likely come just by the 6 if he can. Probably with some spin. If they're playing 3 foul, Mike might be trying to set up for the 3 foul. Didn't matter. Jalen got the good hit. Great shot, sir. Mike pulling out the bridge. At most, he'll just thin the 3 on his way back out. Doesn't set him up too bad there. He can draw just a little bit, cue back up table to get to the 3. Doesn't want to be dead on the rail, so he can get back around there for the 4. He overdrew it. Overdrew it. Made it back into the hole, though. Not the hole he wanted, different hole, but he got there. This will make it a little easier for him to make shape to get to the 4. If he can avoid the 6, he's still got to worry about the side pocket, so maybe just let it come straight across. Chose to hit the 6. I believe the 4 passes the 7. Nope. What's he looking? No, it does. 4 past the 7. That did not end up as a bad shot there for Bumpass. Just needs to make this. He should have good shape. Trying to force that ball in and out to the rail. The cue ball, I think, got him a little bit right there. John will likely be happy to take advantage of that. Jalen made it. Overhit a little bit. Makeable shots, not easy shots. If he cuts it towards the top left, won't be terrible. The shot will be a little bit more difficult. Should have a look. Misses a shot, leaves Mike with a cut. If Mike decides not to save this, this will be a definite 2 rail. He'll want to go short rail, and then back to get on the 6. He went for the safe, and it looks like got it behind it. Really only had one ball there to get it good. John got to it. Good hit. Mike can cut this in. Gonna have to place something on the cue ball. Does look like if he back cuts this ball, he's at least going to be looking towards that bottom corner. So he needs to just try to make sure. There you go. Oh. Mike trying to be conscious of the speed and try to make sure he's got something on the 6. Unfortunately, just bobbles a 5. Now, when Jalen makes a 6, he is going to bump the 9. Basically, no matter what he does here. So you just got to be mindful. Good shot. Didn't need to do a whole lot. Just make sure you don't allow yourself to get caught in behind that. All right. Jalen with the opportunity here to go ahead and pull back to within 1. Jalen gets back to within 1. Rack 22. Jalen back up to the table to break. Yeah.
Might be 11-11. Did you already mark that one?
Huh?
Did you already mark that one?
Yeah. All right, Jalen up to break. At least one ball went to the bottom right corner. Looks like he got the 1 ball. 1 ball and 8 ball both fell. Has a cut. He could play on the 2. Might try to play the safe instead. That looks like the safe. But doesn't per se hide him. Hit it a little firm. Or hit it a little full. Hit the ball a little full. Mike plays a return safe. Does leave Jalen a look. Jalen plays the return safe. Does leave Bumpass to look at actually making this ball. That will cut to the top right corner. Bumpass was trying to cut that. Does not make it. Doesn't leave Jalen with anything fantastic. Makeable shots, but he's going to have to work the ball to try to get back there for the three. Jalen bobbles a two. Was trying to hold over for the three. Mike takes the ball around. Four ball still not a great spot. Depending on what shot he likes here, he might be able to pull over and get the four where he could take it. Uh-oh. Ooh. Plays a somewhat risky safety. Ends up working out for him. Leaves a cue ball darn near inside the pocket. Gonna make Jalen either play kick or a thin hit here. Jalen ends up scratching off the thin hit. Cue ball just returned right back to where he was shooting from. All right. Gonna give Mike a chance. He's gonna draw out of this shot. To the rail and back out. That should give him enough to look at to be able to pocket that four. Might try to stun it. If he likes his queuing position, he might choose to bring this back across the table, back across the nine. If he doesn't, I don't think he can pull this back straight up table. It's just too much cut. All right, he gave Jalen a look at it. May have to swerve to it. Nope, Jalen's jumping. Airborne time. Oof. That's going to not be good. He's going to leave Jalen, or leave Mike, what should be a pretty simple run out. Just to simply pocket, leave yourself a little angle. Now Mike will have options here. It's all about what he likes. Mike's going to let it go forward, two rails. Plays that beautifully. Bumpass gets that one. Pulls him back out to another 2-game spot. And he's up to break. Again, rack 23. These two have kind of been going at it. They both had good moments. They both had some rough moments. Interesting thing is, whenever they can keep nice control of that cue ball, you see very just smooth, easy strokes. And just kind of dead center, exactly where they want to be. It's when they get a little out of line, especially if they get a little out of line for the second or third straight shot. That's when you start seeing them try to force it. And when they've missed and really given the other one an opportunity to kind of get back into it. Mike gets 3-ball up in the top corner. One ball wasn't nice to him. It decides to go up to the top rail. You got between these guys, Jalen has been breaking very consistent all day long, making balls, keeping cue ball out there. Mike's break has been solid. I would say out of the two of them, Jalen's breaking better. Mike has had 1 or 2 scratches at least, if not a third scratch on the break throughout these racks. Jalen's just allowed him to get back to the table, which is not super typical of these guys. Mike tried for the safe, missed the safe. He's going to get Jalen back into it. That is not where Jalen wanted to be there. He's got a cue straight over top the 4. He's going to look at his safety. At least it looks like he's going to look at his safety. Yep, he's going to try to use that little 7-9 stack. Mike is going to be able to see this. Likely going to see a return save. He'll just thin it and try to use that same 7-9. Not really move the cue ball too much. That's more than he wanted. All right, Jalen with a chance. He can really just pocket this ball, let the cue ball come up table. Shooting that 5 ball, you prefer it not to go over the midpoint. Okay, that's going to be too straight. He likely can make it. He's going to have to play forward, and he's going to have to play a shot. Like that? Okay. Jalen came with one. We had to have one. Not bad from here. You can pocket this without having to shoot too hard, exactly like he's looking at. He knows. This cue ball is going to come right across the face of the 9. So you'll just play same pocket for these 2 balls, assuming he makes the first one. Exactly. That was a great shot by Jalen. Really, that's 2 great shots back to back. Here's the one where he's got to be conscious of what he does. So don't get too crazy with it. Stay down in your stroke. Unfortunately, the short area draw got him there. He didn't quite get enough to get it back where you could shoot the 8 up or down table. May have been looking just to take on the bank. To give Bumpass a chance. Oh, Bumpass rattles the first shot. Mike knows that was a bit of a freebie. On top of that, definitely hit a little too much bottom there. He could have, off that angle, could have potentially just played top, let the ball come around 2 rails. It would have just gone long rail, short rail. And been solid. So, might have given one up there. Opportunity for Jalen to pull back to that 1-game lead, or being only 1 game behind. pulls back to 1. So after rack 23, 1-game lead for Michael Bumpass. Jalen's coming up to break here in just a moment. All right, Bumpass back to the table. Again, these guys are racing out to 25. They're reaching about the halfway point. Mike is almost there. Mike looking towards the safety. Mike plays a good safety. Jim with opportunity, though. He let it come just a little too far. The kick might be tough, but Jalen likes his jump cue. Having hit that jump cue a couple times, I'll say it gets up. It gets up pretty easy. Plays pretty well. Ooh, with the make. He's going to have to back cut the 2 if he wants to make it. He's going right back to the jumper. Didn't even hesitate. For me, I would at least be considering that back cut on the 2. But I'm not the 586, right? Yeah, I'm not the 586. Missed a full table shot. Bobbling it with the jump cue. He's feeling it with that right now. All right. Bumpy can cut this one in. Probably needs to play a little inside, maybe a little top. Can cut it. Goes around the safety. Comes up short. Needed to kind of get in behind the 8. Missed on that. Jalen now is left with a situation where he can really just stop shot this if he wants. Misses it. Ball's not done yet, though. He's going to get a safe out of it. Gets a safe out of it. Mike and Jalen trying to work on this 4. Mike did not like his shot. Plays it safe. Jalen might be trying to return this. Try to throw it up 2 rails. Oh, went for it. Not going to hurt him, though. Not going to hurt him. Mike has options. He can come 2 rails to this. He'll go up to the top. So go short rail, long rail back. I would say it's the most likely because you got 2 options. Or he can see the ball. I didn't think he could see it. I definitely did not think he could see it and not stay out of that side pocket. He's going to give something up to Jalen right here. Jalen will likely, yeah, he's going to play a stroke into it. As long as it clears and he can see the 5, that was a worst case scenario. If he did anything besides cut that ball over, if he hit it square and it just came down table, he's fine. He can cut that 5 in. This is a worst case. It looks like he's going to the jumper. He's feeling good with it right now. It actually seems to have started up some of the confidence going for him. Was he's hitting his jump shots very comfortably. If he makes this, he's going to have a good look. He did. Yeah, the carom on the 8 ball didn't help. Ball still goes. If he decides to take the cue ball to the, or take the 6 ball going to the right, so the top right corner, he should actually have a pretty good look at the 7. I suspect that's where he's going to go with it. It'll also allow him to cue comfortably. Being a right-hander, he's looking the other way though. Okay, he's going to try to take it the other way. 6 ball, top left. Makes it. Gets a shape. Not a whole lot of work needed here. Just pocket this, and he's got a decent shot, so he can stop it or go forward. That plays a simpler shot, goes forward. Jalen, after being down by 4 at 7-11, has pulled it back even 12-12. But this should actually go up 12-13. And it'll be his break. Rack 26. So a little over halfway through the potential race, Jalen gets himself a 1-game lead after being down by 4. Huh? I don't ask about that. I think 300. 300. All right, Jalen with the break. Gets the, he got the 1, he got the 2. 5 ball set up inside the pocket. I mean, this should be a very quick rack. He should be looking at 14-12 here momentarily. If he doesn't do anything weird here, this is about, I mean, the hardest thing he's got to do is go 7 to the 8, and there's many ways you could play this one. Be careful you don't overroll this shot. If you overroll this, or if you decide you want to go forward, you can get yourself into a bad spot. He did okay there. Now you're just pulling this right back to you. There you go. Take the extra second. He was down 7-11. He just needs to pull it right back. That'll work. Yeah, just draw it right back across. Again, this should put him 14-12. Very quick rack right there. So, from down 4 racks at 7-11, He is caught back up and past Mr. Bumpass. He's up 14-12. Mike will be back up to break. So Jalen has gone over the halfway point. These guys are racing to 25. Not ball the whole time. So Jalen will need 11. And Mr. Bumpass is going to need 14. Mike misses a 6 in the bottom corner. Gonna end up dry on this one. Mike gets a hit on the 1. Jalen plays it safe. Mike appears to be fully behind. Gonna swerve it. And decides to pocket that ball. He's a good, there you go, good bump. Mike goes to the safe. He does uncover it. Got to be careful right now. Jalen is starting to get into stroke. That's what you got to be wary of. You're starting to see the pockets starting to get big. Didn't want to hit the 9 right there. Does make contact and kill it. Might try to take on the bank. Yeah, he's going to try to bank underneath. Even if he misses it. Except for that. Scratching the top corner. That was a worst case scenario. If he missed the bank, he knew he was okay. Knew the cue ball was going to be on the right side. If he made the bank, knew he should have a shot of some sort at the 5. Kind of like Mike does right here. Be okay. Didn't want to have to cue off the rail, but still can make it.
I didn't even see y'all standing there. 9 months and 2 days. What's up? 9 months.
Makes a good shot. Brings it back across 2 rails. Relatively thin cut on 7. He's been playing a lot of safeties on this. Plays it safe. He's going to try to use the 9. Jalen is going to at least be able to see the edge of the 9. He might try to thin it, bring it around. Uh-oh.
should be shooting at 3. Or we looked at to do that, right? She, now, I mean, we'll give her a piece of anything. She's got 9 months. She's got like 6 teeth on the bottom, like 8 on top. Ridiculous above. Yeah.
Mike will be taking A to the side.
Giggle. She makes sounds. She'll say, "Dad and Mama." She'll crawl on her hands and knees, and she stands up on her own. At 9 months, I mean, she'll stand up, pull herself up.
Trying to slow roll it. He got himself into trouble right there.
Oh yeah.
Mike has kind of hit one of those spells. He's not quite hitting it as good as he was earlier. Trying to play a little perfect. Unfortunately, just got himself into a couple bad spots. All right. Jones going to go up 3. His break. Rack 28. Jalen gets the ball in the break. 2 sets of in the pocket.
I didn't know, you know, I go to Minnesota every Tuesday already. And I was like, I know that's every 3 weeks, but I was trying to stay, yeah. So I was trying to stay.
Takes a crack at the 2 ways, 7 or the 1 and 2. Gets 2.
I live 15 minutes right down the road now, so it's easy for me to get.
Next 2 gets a 3. Now we'll shoot the combo. Misses the combo. He kind of quick triggered it and kind of pushed at it.
I haven't found one yet. I'll see. I mean, I don't know if it helps. I just try to go take it. I don't know if last time that's not the way to do it. I'm on a team that I went with like 2 years ago. Dean's team, we got like, what was it, 13th out of the. Yeah, we did good. We hit the team that ended up getting like 3rd, but they got disqualified there at the end because of sandbagging. Because I played a 4 who broke and ran 5 racks on me. And I'm looking at the rest over here. Race down, I'm looking at him, I'm like, dude, this can't be okay. I'm spotting this dude 30 balls and he's broken with 3 in a row. I'm sitting there like looking at him. I swear to God, he broke things down. They played another match and they got disqualified because of this stuff. And I'm like, but they should have done that.
Takes a 6. So has a cut into 7 in the side pocket.
I think that was the year we went. We've seen that. That was a full Asian. It was a full Asian team.
First time we went. That team that got kicked out. Like we ended up running into them. We ended up running into them the last day.
Disqualify you if you're staying at the Westgate under EPA. You have to leave the property. They were walking.
Mike overdrew that. May still have a look.
I don't know how many teams got disqualified.
He does. It's going to be thin.
We were both there in 24.
Yeah.
And they got like 4. Yeah, they had a 2 that ran an 8 ball rack. Just like, and it wasn't the fact that they ran the balls. It was the way they approached the table and they hit the balls. I was like, this dude's not a 2. He just lined up and perfectly straight. Like a 2 don't hit a 2.
We'll give Jalen a chance to get to 16 right here. Jalen has pulled out quite a bit of a lead now. It was a pretty tight race early. Bumpass pulled out to a 7-11, a 4-game lead. Since then, Jalen's gone on a tear. Tied and passed. Mike's only gotten 1 rack since.
You get like a drink? Or
Let me get a beer.
well, you've been drinking.
No, I ain't been drinking. This thing never sobered up.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Jalen tries the lefty shot while reaching. Bobbles the ball. Gonna allow Mike back up to the table. Gonna allow. Oof. Mike overhits and scratches. Jalen might have. He got lucky. Looked like he overhit. Now both guys are just getting a bit sloppy. Mike gonna play safety out of this. Just use that little stack right there. Jalen will be able to get to that ball. Might only be able to get to an edge, but we'll be able to get to it. Should see a thin safe. No, he missed it. Trying to hit it too thin. Would have overhit it too. Plays a safe. Leaves Jalen in behind the 3. Jalen is going to try to jump out of this. Gonna have to go to the dart. Got to get high. Got to get real fast. Clips the 3 on the way out. I give Mike ball in hand. Does separate the 3, so now Mike can get out of this rack if he wants. Two goes wherever you want. 3 likely to the bottom left. 4 likely bottom right. Mike bobbles it. Jalen plays it safe using the 9. A little bit of a side stun right there. Mike to jump. Jalen looking at taking on the bank. 8 makes the pocket a hair bigger. If he does clip the 8, it should throw the 3 right in. Clips a 6 instead, meaning he came up short. Both players getting a bit aggressive, bit sloppy right now.